Our next summit speaker is a multi-awarded licensed real estate broker. Boston pioneered the extensive use of digital marketing in selling real estate properties in the Philippines. In between receiving his multiple real estate awards, he also managed to finish certificate courses in Disruptive Marketing Strategies from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Sloan School of Management in the United States, and the University of Oxford in UK. Therefore, this speaker is an international digital marketer by training and by expertise. Because of his disruptive and innovative approach in real estate marketing and real estate selling, he is considered perhaps as one of the highly effective international digital marketing expert of the entire real estate industry. VirtualPreneurs, a round of applause to our next speaker, Anthony Boston LEUTERIO.
Boss
Hello,
Ruben,
Boston.
hi. So we're so excited again for this second set of discussion where we can help so many businessmen how to position the next level of their company because this is all about resetting their thinking, resetting their strategy, resetting their business model, and it's about reset. And I love sharing this because we already prepared this 5 years ago. What if? What if? And it
Wow.
happens today. Yeah.
Sir, how is COVID-19 affecting you right now, your business?
As of now, honestly speaking, because it's still 2 weeks, we cannot quantify everything yet.
Mm.
But honestly speaking, there will be decreases of sales because selling real estate, you have to go out, you have to meet your
Yeah,
client, right? So
meet
there
in
will
person.
be decreasing, and since we are operating our company online, 95% of our company is doing online. We just have to do some adjustment because that's how we do it. Okay, we just
Mm.
have to do adjustment, and our company 100%. We are now at work at home. Okay, so everybody work at home.
So, sir, to put perspective to things, uh, Sir Ton Leuterio, Boston, is the CEO and founder of Leuterio Realty, who handles the Filipino Homes brand, the Rent.ph. What are the other property that you have, sir? The Filipino Homes magazine.
Yeah.
There, so literally, Filipino Homes is more or less a network of its own. So how were you
Yeah.
able to build that, sir, in a short period of time?
It's about value. Okay, so we created magazine to provide value to our clients, to give information, and to the developers and businessmen. We have CleanMate, the biggest cleaning company also here in
Wow.
Cebu. So we clean so many condo. We have also Filipino Home Studio where we give quality pictures, studio videos, and so many things. And last year um, we launched our construction company, interior company, yeah,
Wow.
condo fit, yeah, and so many. And also, one of the biggest is the Filipino Homes Plus. We're
Mm.
actually build and sell. So we're doing build and sell nationwide.
So all of these businesses are different from each other, right? So
Yeah,
when COVID-19 happened, more or less, how much were you affected?
actually, this is what
Mm.
happened. When we know already that this will be disrupting our business. Okay, so in real estate, we need to really be prepared in this scenario, and I have to find solution, and we already find solution on how to do things. Okay, it will be on cross-selling system. Okay, so what we did, we put, we call the developers, all the developers, and all developers have their staff. Okay, so
Mm.
they are now um, they're having skeletal forces. So we just call the developers and call the buyers. Then the buyers go to the developer, and we close the deal by doing that. And some agents also, because the buyers really want to meet them, but we already agreed in the terms that, sir, it is very dangerous to go out. So we have distance, physical distance distancing. Okay, so
Yeah.
we already implemented that, and you have to really close the sale if they really want to. Okay, but
Mm.
we implemented a cross-selling system. Cross-selling, you don't go out, they just go to the developer, and the developer will close that for us.
Sir, you mentioned that you have prepared for this way in advance. Was it an epiphany, or was it because you're just into the future?
It is about the cycle. Business have cycle. Your restaurant cannot be the same restaurant last 5 years. So your business will never be the same. T-shirts still not the same. Transportation, there will be so many disruptions. In any business, it will be disrupted. It will be disrupted by technology. It will be disrupted by virus. It will be disrupted by typhoon. It will be disrupted by earthquake. Imagine, we're into real estate. What if there's a big earthquake? We have to prepare. So 5 years ago, I was looking at alternatives. Okay, so as a businessman, you have to have alternatives, and that's the reason why people fail, because they don't have plan B. So our plan B, if there is no real estate to sell, is we have to focus on rental. We focus on the existing properties, and we are very strong in that. And this is speaking, we balance. We balance from rental, we balance from project selling, we balance from reselling. So that's where the plan B.
Sir, you mentioned that this is a time to reset. Can you expand on that, sir? Because it's really something that really snapped in my mind when you mentioned that word.
Okay. I talked to so many businessmen for the last 8 days. Okay. So because there's a concern also, because they have their businesses also disrupted. So I told them, this is the biggest reset in the whole world. So what do you mean by reset? Reset is meaning resetting your business model to make it very simple. The secret today is create a model that will be very simple, because the moment it will really be disrupted, at least you can really turn around. Okay, so reset on plan, reset on your staff, reset on your work hours, reset on your training, reset on your company's model. There will be so many resets. Okay, so I'll be discussing this further. Okay, we already discussed that we can create a training on the reset, and I will give them details what to reset, so they will be prepared in times like this.
Wow. One thing special about Filipino Homes Aid is they always put value to training with people. That's why in instances like this, most of your agents are already prepared. Am I right, sir?
Yes, we are prepared because we give them trainings that what if. We have a what if training. What if you don't have a client? What if the sales will be down? So they know already their actions. And this is one of the things that the businessman must be prepared also, that they have to really actually put a training on their employees in their company on how to really take advantage on the next change. Because if you are not ready for change, and believe me, your company will never last long. You
Sir,
have to.
now we have so many friends, sir, who are into physical stores and local businesses out there, and their businesses are really affected by COVID-19 outbreak. I know you're really into the local community, and you're really
Yes.
helping small businesses out there. So if there are people approaching you right now, what is your suggested plan of action to them?
Very good question. So I've been talking to a lot of businessmen who are not with real estate. So I've been advising them, number one, be online next time. Okay. So find an online business. Okay. Because if you're not online, believe me, you're done. Okay. The future is online. And this is the biggest reset. The biggest reset from traditional to online platform. And it will be a platform war. Okay. In the next 3 years, platform war. Next, number two, save your last money. I always tell them, if you still have the money, save it. Okay? Because, for the worst thing to happen, we never know. If this will last 30 days, 60 days, we never know. Okay? Imagine the government is using 200 billion today. And what if it will not stop?
True.
Do you see the thing? So number three, if you can sustain your business for another 45 days. I talked to them last week. If you can sustain your business, last Friday, if you can sustain your business for 45 days, then let this pass. Let this pass. Okay? Market will come back. And honestly speaking, if this will be done by April 20 or 30, this will go back. Everything will go back 100%. Remember, I always tell them, Philippines is the best place for real estate, tourism, food, hotels, and it will come back. Okay, we are the best in the best position. You look at what happened. Every time there's the rating, Philippines will always come out 1-2, 1-2.
Top. Yeah.
Oh, so why do you have to worry? Filipino businessman, you don't have to worry, because if this will be done after April 45, just hang on. This will come back. And while you're in quarantine, study how to adapt a new model. I always tell them. So most of the businessmen now are at home. So I'll tell them, you study now. What's the best model to anticipate in the next COVID-19, maybe COVID-20, 21? This will never stop. Yes, I always tell them, this will never stop. It will be a regular thing. You look at before, people are so angry when they go to the airport. There's so many frisking, right? You have to get out your, get your shoes out, your laptop. Before it doesn't, there's nothing like that. But today, it is a natural way to go to the airport. So maybe next time you have to wear mask, you have to be checked temperature. So it will be the new normal. Okay. And lastly, I always tell the businessman, if you think you will get affected, find another business that needs no capital. I always tell them, because if you are in a business in capital intensive, it is so dangerous, very dangerous. So small businessman, I tell them, join real estate. You have to join real estate. Sell one house every month, and you can survive. Okay, so one of the businessmen, he owns a big cargo vessel. Last Friday, I met him. I went to my other house, just near in my office, and I met him in the road, and he asked me, "Sir, do you have a property for sale here?" So, then we talked, and he told me he owns a cargo vessel. Then I shared my story also, and the next thought, I want to sell my cargo vessel. I will join real estate. Yeah, because what happened now? He don't have cargo. He cannot, even his cargo from Tacloban to Cebu, only one person can jump on the ship. Yeah. And he lost so much money.
So much, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's my advice.
Since you already mentioned real estate, what makes real estate very promising this year? Because you already mentioned that. So what makes it very interesting and promising this year?
No, real estate is actually, honestly speaking, Boss Ruben, real estate is not easy. Honestly, there's so many brokers still broke, so many sales agents still broke. But in order to be successful, it's about network. Okay, you have to have network. Okay, so network is your net worth. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. So, because no matter how good you are in selling, no matter how many friends do you have, no matter how many buyers do you have, if you don't have property to sell, how do you close? Because I have a lot of brokers friends, they always tell me, I can do this. And I tell them, oh yeah, you can do it alone. And now, once they have a buyer, they don't have a property to sell. I hold the property. I have 37,000 properties. And how did I get that? Through the network. And that's the reason Filipino Homes Group is just so fortunate that we have the best honest agents that help and share each property. Okay, so and that's how we win. Okay, we win by sharing listing, being honest on the commission sharing, and being honest on the documentation side. So it's a promising business, real estate, but it really needs network. It's about network.
You also mentioned earlier that entrepreneurs should invest their time in learning.
Yeah,
I would like to tinker your mind, sir. What are the things that they should learn this time?
yeah. I mean, business and founders, for if you really want to be successful, here's the tips that I'll give you. Number one, you have to keep on praying. Number two, communicate with your team, build strategy. Just like now, you look at what happened. Did you know 3 to 4 hours every day, we are communicating with the top level management every day. What's next? What to do? And we get so many ideas now. So my advice to them is communicate with your team, build new strategies while you're still in quarantine. Okay. And next is build a training program when your company will be back. So if
Mhm.
you are in business, build a training program today, bring back your staff, your company's team, and train them how to bring them back and how to make it normal again. Okay. Number four, while you're there in your home, you motivate them, motivate your team every day. Like me, I always create a poster motivating my team because, if this will last 45 days, it's another story. So people imagine how TikTok was really been promoted today, di ba? You will be
Yeah.
mabuang ng mga tao, di ba? So if you are really stick to quarantine, okay? So motivate your
Mhm.
team every day. The next is exercise, distress. Okay, like me, I don't have nothing to do in my home, so I have to exercise 2 to 3 hours a day, distress myself. Then save your cash for your next big idea. Okay, so for the businessman, create an idea while you're still in your home. Okay, so this is the best time.
Mhm.
So that's my advice to them while they are at quarantine.
Okay, sir. Sir Ton, can we repeat that one last question lang, sir? Kay murag naputol siya, sir.
Yeah.
Murag ka na si...
So the
Okay,
last
okay,
question.
so
Yeah.
last question. Answer to that last question.
Yeah. So the last question is the business owners and entrepreneurs who are affected with COVID-19, how they should maximize their time.
COVID-19.
Yeah. So for the people who are businessmen, founders who really want to maximize their time while you are in quarantine, my advice is keep praying. Okay. So pray, pray, pray. Somebody will help us, believe me. Number two, communicate with your team. It's very important. You have to communicate with your team, build new strategies. This is the best time to create new strategies. In fact, last week until now, I have new strategies now how to approach the market. And number three, develop a training program, how to bring your team back on track. Okay. How to bring back your team into the normal stage because today people are so distressed. Okay, so they are in actually imbalance in thinking per se. Okay, the next is number four, motivate your team every day. Okay, so while you are at home, you are now using social media, motivate your team that this will really be back. Okay, then number five, exercise and distress. It's very important. Exercise. Okay, so me, I've been exercising every day and distressing it because the more you exercise, the more you distress. And lastly, save your cash. Okay, save your cash for your next big idea because you never know. Honestly, everything is it's about what if. Okay, so I always prepare myself for what's the worst thing to happen. So I'm saving money, and we don't know. Okay, so we just pray for the best thing that will happen to us.
Boston, you mentioned earlier that invest in something that requires no capital.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can give us idea what are those types of businesses?
No, I didn't say invest in something with no capital. If you don't have money and if you
Mhm.
want to make money, okay, and if you're tired of putting up business with so huge capital,
Correct.
so capital intensive, I
Expensive.
advise them to really join real estate because this is the only business that they can be a millionaire
Yeah.
without even putting so much money. You just have to put your time, and that's how you and master it. Okay. In fact, I have a training on that, on how to really be serious about joining real estate, and it's very important that they have to really give time. Okay, give time, 6 months to 8 months training. So but I can guarantee them if they just do the right thing, everybody makes money. And by the way, I would like to also share this to everybody that the moment you do business, you just have to keep on helping um, people, okay? Because I've seen so many entrepreneurs when they get rich, okay, and they forget their staff, they forget their employees, they forget their top level management. You have to bring them up also. Okay.
Last words of hope to all the local and small businesses out there who might perhaps been waiting for your words, sir.
Yeah. So, Boss Ruben, I'm so thankful and honored to be one of your speaker for this biggest online training in VirtualPreneur. Okay, I'm so happy with this. In fact, you can see so many people will be registering tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
tonight. Okay, so they will be watching this when we will be launching this. Was this the training? Okay, so to all the local and small businesses, okay, so we focus on the small businesses because most of them, 85% of the businesses are really small. So my advice to you, number one, businesses always have their ups and downs. Remember that there's always the ups and there's always the down, and this is the down. Okay, so nobody is excused today. Okay, so even me, all of us are victims. It's okay, but my take on this is today is a new era of life. Okay, that's my take. Era of life and a new era of business model. So when I'm back next month, I have a new business model. So you as businessman create a new business model that you have to anticipate bad things to happen. And this is about how fast you can get up and how fast you can build new ideas. Okay, so capture new market, create more ideas. Number two, remember the market is so huge. Don't worry because everybody will survive in this crisis. Okay, this is just temporary. I know that. And there is always hope, and the hope will start in your heart, the determination. And lastly, the most important is all about helping each other today, not destroying each other. Business is about lifting up, business is about appreciating. And the only way to grow is to appreciate what are the best practices today. And this is one way to learn from the best of the best and learn their best practices and get some things from that. Get at least 10% of that and apply that to your business model now that you can give hope to all the Filipinos.
Daghang salamat, Boston, for that actionable strategies and tips that you have shared today. I hope your priceless strategies and tips that has been shared to us will move others and local businesses to be able to really move forward from these hard times. Daghang salamat, Boston, for your
Thank you
time.
very much. Thank you very much to everybody. Okay, so more power. Let's get up.
Yeah. Virtualpreneurs, live the great life.